It is September 16th, 2016. It's approximately 11:36 a.m. I promised this little video blog. I figured I'd get it out before I have to work in the kitchen. Ew, yuck. What the heck is in my nose? Ugh. Dry skin. Okay, at least it wasn't a booger. Anyway. I promised this video blog because I know people are probably kind of like, why do you go by the nickname Llama? What's up with that? You disappear for 3 years, you come back and you got some weird nickname? Well, okay, as I said in a previous video blog, but didn't really go into detail, and I still won't because it's just not necessary. I spent 3 years at a state penitentiary. Well, almost 3 years. 3 years is my sentence, but it was non-mandatory time, so I was able to get time off for taking college classes and whatnot. Anyway, how I got the nickname Llama. Okay, well, while I was at Northeast Reintegration Center, that is on East 30th in Cleveland, well, East Cleveland, because East Cleveland hasn't been annexed yet, but anyway, I had just gotten transferred to what was called the mental health unit because I was getting ready to start the Mosaic program. And Mosaic program is a program for trauma survivors, interpersonal trauma. Anyway, so we all got called to chow, and I'm taking my tray, going through the line, do. I go to sit down at a table. Well, this nice lady, whose name is Sharon, I won't say her last name because I believe in privacy. However, when she gets out, I will try to look her up and be like, hey, what's up? I should contact her now too. I don't know, but anyway, she became a mentor of mine. She's very, very wonderful woman. Anyway, so she was sitting at the table. Or we were in line. I'm sorry. We were in line. We had our trays. And she turns around and looks at me and she said, you look like you belong in a field of sunflowers. And I just looked at her and I said, that's the nicest thing anybody's said to me since I've been in prison. And we had a little bit of a laugh over that, because in prison you either laugh or you cry. And we got to talking, and I told her about how I had went to a group home in Omaha, Nebraska, and after I graduated, I went on to Job Corps, completed the secretarial training, and was hired at the same group home that I had lived in for almost 5 years, and I was a secretary for a museum and whatnot. Well, my old boss, who I used to work for when I worked in the greenhouse when I was a youth at that group home, she finds out that I'm working there, and she looks me up and she calls me and she's like, oh my God, I have to come over. You've got to see these llamas. And I'm like, llamas? And she's like, yeah, we adopted 2 little llamas, a mama llama and a baby llama. And they're so cute, I got to bring them over so you can see them. And I'm like, okay, thinking that she's going to just bring them outside and then call me again saying, hey, I'm outside. No, she brings them into the building. And my boss freaked out and was like, I don't want any llamas shitting in here, da-da-da-da. And the llamas were like getting ready to spit at him because that's their line of defense. Llamas, camels, alpacas, and I can't remember the other animal, but they're all related. They're all like in the same family or whatever, and that's their line of defense is whenever they feel threatened, they start going, and they start getting ready to hawk up a loogie. And it's a really gross loogie, but anyway. So I was telling her the story, and she was like, Llama, that's a good name for you. That's what I'm going to start calling you. And I became Llama ever since for like the next year and a half or almost 2 years. So the nickname kind of stuck. Everybody started calling me that. The misconception was that I was called Llama because I had stopped shaving my legs for 3 years. Now in prison, statistically, 3 out of every 5 inmates has a communicable disease, whether it be hepatitis, herpes, HIV or AIDS, you know, you name it, they have it. I mean, I had one bunkie that they had detected a lump in her breast, and the poor girl was only like 19, 20 years old, and they were taking their sweet old time getting it biopsied. But the point is you meet a lot of interesting people in your walk of life, and in my walk of life, ended up, you know, taking a detour to incarceration. And I met a lot of interesting people there, and one of them nicknamed me Llama. So that was my badass prison nickname. You know, some people get, you know, Bertha or Tiny or whatever. I got named after livestock. Go figure. But that's pretty much it. I hope y'all are having a great day, and love you all. Peace.